Well, my supervisor is on break. I thought I would still work. Now, what is my project today? Yeah, no, it's not how to install a garbage disposal. That's the old garbage disposal, and I just installed a brand new garbage disposal right there. And I had to install that deal there and screw it on there, put the pigtail on. And I've got that on one of my previous episodes, okay? And the previous episode before that, I had to install this basket strainer on this sink. This was a brand new sink, brand new countertop. I installed the faucet, the soap dispenser, and now I'm ready to install the trap assembly and all that kind of stuff. And for a garbage disposal and a sink like this, you're gonna have a trap assembly, something like this. This is the old one. Okay, see this gets hooked up to the garbage disposal. It comes straight across all the way over to where the other drain is, and then it goes down to the trap and then out the wall. Okay, so that's what I've got to mimic. Now I could use some of these old parts. I don't know how old they are. I might use part of that, but then you can go to the store, you can get parts. And see this one here, telescopic disposer kit. And see, it comes with that T there, and then it comes with some extensions to extend this over to the garbage disposal, to extend this up to the other sink. And then there's a trap assembly. You can get the P-trap assembly by itself. And you know, they have these in the white polyethylene, polypropylene, whatever you call it. I don't like using the white ones. I like using the black ABS. The ABS is a little bit stronger. In fact, if you ever go underneath the sink and you see the white P-traps, and if you ever get ready to sell your house, lots of times the home inspector will mark it down on his list of things that, the white ones aren't as good as the ABS. You should change it out to ABS, and that was on the inspection report when we purchased this condo. And I don't like using those. They're just a lot thinner. They don't last as long. I like to use the ABS ones. They also have the steel ones, and that steel one is not for this sink. Years ago, they used to only have the steel ones before the ABS. That steel one is for a pedestal sink. I've got to install a pedestal sink in here because I pulled it off so that we could redo the floor. I put a new toilet in there. Yeah, of course I got all that stuff on my videos on these episodes for the condo renovation. And I'll be installing that later. Okay, but that's what our project is. Okay, look at this. I even took this door off, that door off over there so that I could set up my little tripod over here so you can kind of see what I'm doing in there. We'll you know, you won't, I'm not going to show you every single little thing, but I'm going to show you all the different steps that I go through to install something like this. And the funny thing, this is a straight line, and I think when I put the P-trap on, I don't think I'm going to have enough room. Let's just hold this up here for a second. See, if I have that like that, okay, coming straight down, you see there? I've got it straight in line with that, and I've got this straight, and I don't believe I'm going to have enough room to get it in there straight. I just don't think I'm going to. We'll just have to see. And if I don't, I'm going to have to figure out what the heck to do there. You know what? I might just barely have enough room to sneak it in there. I think I will. Oh, isn't that good? I was thinking that this sink outlet was a little bit further over this way than the old sink, and you know, if you had a trap that's not lining up with that, let's say, okay, if that's not lining up, let's say it's over like that, and there's no way to hook it up in there, what would you do? Well, you'd have to first off hope that this male threaded adapter on this 1.5" pipe is sticking out far enough from the wall. This one is. See, it's sticking out about 2.5 inches or so from the wall. I would have had to have cut that off, and then figure out what to do here. Whether or not to put a 45-degree elbow on there like that to let it stick out that way, or a 22.5 like that. Okay, and then maybe that would give me more room. I don't know. I just don't think I'm going to have to do that. I thought for sure I would have to, but we'll get it all dried up, you know, hooked up, and see if it's going to work. Wouldn't that be something if I don't have to cut that off? Man, I was thinking I was going to have to cut that off, sand all that stuff off. I even got the ABS glue. See, you can get a little container of ABS glue like this, and you want the black, medium black ABS cement. And they have clear stuff too, but it's not for the right pipe. You want the right glue for the right pipes, and this is ABS, so you want the ABS cement. And then I was going to have to cut, and I was thinking, okay, how am I going to cut it? I even drove over to get my Sawzall, my battery operated Sawzall and stuff, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to use something like this to cut my pipe. And this is designed to cut wood trim and stuff like that. But if you don't have a Sawzall and you don't have anything to cut it with, what you going to use? You could use a hacksaw. You can use just a back saw like this. You don't really need to use this little container, but I happen to have it because I installed the quarter round trim at the bottom of the baseboard, and I've got that on a different video too on these episodes, so you have to watch that if you want to see how to install all that quarter round on the bottom edge of the baseboard. Doesn't that look nice? Okay, but you know, I may not have to cut it now, so we'll see. All right, so stick around, and we're gonna go through the steps to figure this out. Hey, well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. And what am I going to talk about next time? Well, you know, all this is going to be done. Well, I guess the next thing I've got is this pedestal sink. Mommy's been on me like stink on you know what to get this pedestal sink back in here. And we took it out initially to put the new flooring down, to tear out the old flooring and stuff. And I've been doing all kinds of other stuff, and I was dreading doing all this other stuff here, and I thought, no, let me do all the kitchen stuff first before I do this pedestal sink. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing on an upcoming video. Oh, she took off somewhere. I don't know where she went. Where'd she go? Well, here's the pedestal sink. Here's the section that stands up, and there's a little V, you know, a U-shaped area that goes a bit up against the wall, but away from the wall a little bit. This gets bolted to the wall, and I've got to be real careful with that. And I've got some special. One side was a nut with a wing nut on here to push that through. And I had to buy some wing nuts for a toggle bolt, and I did make sure it fit that. And I see this side is a long bolt, and the silly guys, you see those get bolted in from the back here. It's going to be kind of tricky to get all in there and stuff. And I don't know, whoever installed these, a flunky was told, hey, just put the wing nuts in and stuff. And the funny thing is, where he drilled this hole to put the wing nut, there's actually plywood that was a plywood backing here. The guy drilled through the plywood, so he could get his wing nut in there. He could have just used his bolt and bolted it in. Now this one here, the bolt goes in and hits wood. That might have hit a wood stud in here or something, and I'll bet you dimes to donuts that he drilled a hole initially, and he was gonna drill it to put his wing nut in there, and the wing nut wouldn't fit because it hit the stud, and that's why they put that bolt in there. But see, they could have ran the bolts just into the plywood. Now maybe for some reason they decided, oh, that plywood's only 5/8 of an inch thick or a 1/2 inch thick or something like that. They didn't feel comfortable bolting screws into just 1/2 inch plywood. But my word, you got these two screws here, and it doesn't hold the weight of the sink off the wall or anything, because the sink is set on top of the pedestal, you know what I mean? And when I painted, I didn't try to clean all this and everything. This told me exactly where the old sink went. And this floor is about the same thickness. That's a 1/16 of an inch thinner than what was on this floor before. It was 3/8 oak planking, tongue and groove planking. And we've got 5/16 vinyl laminate planking. Okay, so most of this is going to be okay. I'm thinking the sink is going to be about right there, and I'm going to end up having to caulk this anyways. Okay, and so that's going to be up on my upcoming videos. Watch for it on my channel.